Hello friends, welcome to our channel where we talk about plant-based eating for busy people. And I have just a couple of tips today on how to simplify so that you can more easily stick to the plan. This channel is specifically for those who long to eat plant-based but don't feel like they can because there's so much time spent in the kitchen and because food preparation is a problem. So just a couple little tips about what we do to simplify things. And then somebody had asked about a little garden tour. So I thought I would show you, especially the sun's going down. It's my favorite time of day. So I thought I would show you the garden first. So we'll turn things around. You should know that I am not into perfection as a gardener. I can't do it. Can't pull that off. So that's what you'll see here. And I almost thought I'm not going to show anybody the garden because there's almost everyone's is going to be nicer, but it does what I need it to do, which is feed us and bring me joy working in it. So this here is my wildflower patch. Right now it's just mostly these purple, yellow ones. This is for the pollinators. They love it. There were a lot of other different kinds of flowers, plenty of weeds too, but we had blanket flowers and other flowers. But you should hang out here during the morning and the afternoon. Well, even now in the evening, the bees are buzzing and even the hummingbirds just hang out here. And then we have a huge pumpkin patch because with all different variety of pumpkins and gourds, because we have 17, almost 18 grandchildren, and they love Grandma and Grandpa's pumpkin patch in the fall. They all come pick all the pumpkins and it's just so fun. And then out here we have some done spinach that's all done and just the normal stuff, some sick looking potatoes, and corn that the raccoons are already eaten, which is sad. I got to get a little electric fence to put around it and keep them out. And so that's the garden. These trees here and there, again, plenty of weeds. And this is the high tunnel, which is just my happy place. And it's my first year with the high tunnel, so still learning with my climate and zone, but I'm learning more and more how to use it. So we've got some flowers is my favorite part. I have lots of flowers. Just makes me happy. And tomatoes and cucumbers climbing there, some tomatillos gone wild, and peppers and green beans, some done for peas. The peas are all done and time to take them out, and I guess I'll plant a little bit of a fall crop, even though I'm a little late for that. But that is my garden, and it brings me more joy than I can even say. One year I decided I was too busy and I wouldn't be able to garden, so I did not plant. I just mowed it all summer. And oh gosh, at the end of that summer, no matter how busy I was, I knew I would never do that again. Never. I'm sure, is adding years to my life by keeping my blood pressure down and helping me relieve stress because working outside is a gift to me. So as I said before, I don't take it for granted. It is a big blessing. We also are experimenting with no-till. We're trying to not till, and that's been fun to learn and grow from that. All right, now the tips. When it comes to plant-based eating, something I've learned for those of us who aren't really into the gourmet cooking scene. And some of you are, and that's great. That's such a happy thing. I'm glad that there are those who love to cook. I have noticed that when I first started eating plant-based, that the recipes were they felt really involved and really foreign to me. I was using spices and ingredients I wasn't accustomed to, and it just, everything about the dishes I was making was so different from the norm that it was really difficult for me to enjoy that. And so I'm a lot more comfortable now after years of nutritional yeast and flaxseed and all of the things. But something that still holds true for me and helps me to stick to the plan is to remember these few things. Number one, don't think outside the box. Think outside, I said don't, but I mean do. Think outside the box. Meaning you don't have to eat breakfast food for breakfast. You don't have to, have a sandwich for lunch and save the big meal for dinner. Just let yourself eat some food during the day and don't worry about what you're eating when. That sounds small, but it's a big deal and it helps a lot. Another thing is, don't always feel like you have to have dressing and sauces and spices. Let yourself, this is number two, let yourself enjoy the taste and the texture and the satisfaction of a green pepper or a peach or a cob of corn with nothing on it, or a cucumber that you just savor and enjoy, a tomato. It doesn't have to be combined with things. We concentrate in this food plan that we love so much that we get from plantwise.com, PLANTWHYS. We follow the Plantwise plate, which requires a fruit and a vegetable with every meal. And so more often than not, we don't have salad, we don't have mixed vegetables that have been stir-fried. We just have a raw vegetable and a raw fruit, or something cut up. And so let yourself just enjoy the food for what it is, even with the grains and the proteins. You don't have to make complicated recipes. Sometimes I just like to think, well, if I were a hunter-gatherer or pioneer, I would be grateful for just plain simple food. The next one, number three, is you don't have to slice that cucumber. You don't have to cut that pepper into strips. You don't have to make carrot sticks. Just go ahead and eat the pepper like an apple, or things like that. Eat that tomato like an apple. The corn you can have cold. Just think outside the box and keep the prep to a minimum. You can eat lettuce right off of the head as you wash it, and you've had your greens. So just go ahead and give yourself a break from the prep. It's not always necessary. We just kind of get in habits that we feel like we have to. We just get in a habit, so we just do it. And then I've written them down here. Let me make sure I've touched on everything. Use ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT. Make it your friend. We did a video on how we use ChatGPT. And I gave the example of, I have a lot of squash in my garden. How can I use them? And it gave me some ideas. That's the kind of thing it'll do for you. It'll help you know how to get more protein, how to add that in, and so forth. So get to know ChatGPT or another AI helper, and it'll really make your life better. So there's just a few tips, just a handful for the evening, plus the garden tour. Thanks for your patience. It's been really fun to get to know some of you and to read your comments and to discuss things back and forth. And I appreciate you and the things that I'm learning from you. And this is such a happy life together. This plant-based thing is where it's at. And I hope you feel the same. Have a good evening.